information, Dublin.
Various forms of it. There's a high church and the low church. And the high Anglican church is very, very simple. And the Howth Peninsula, and you can get out if you want to. There's the two chimneys down there flashing lights. That's the power station in Dublin. It's the eyesore of Dublin. And at the back of the two chimneys, there's an island off on the horizon. That island is called Lambay Island. And that's where the Vikings first landed when they came here in the year 795. Now, a lot of actually the land down here is set out in golf courses, or has been bought for golf courses. 3 or 4 golf courses in this immediate. Most of this land is earmarked for golf. It has already been bought and will be developed into golf.
You can see the airport.
You can, yeah. Can you see a plane coming in? Yeah. This is the hunting season. And there are people out hunting deer.
Yeah.
And the deer get very shy when they've been shot.
Yeah. Where can I go to if I want to hunt on a deer?
If you want to hunt when they're killing the deer, they don't allow the public to see that because I think the deer is a beautiful animal. I don't think it should be shot.
If it's too much, you must have the balance.
That will be. This now is forest. This is Dublin mountains, and this is all state forest. And these trees are pine, Scandinavian origin. They from planting to on the right hand side. And the native tree to this land is ladies, and they're all expecting babies. In about a month's time, month to 6 weeks, they'll all have lambs. And if they put in the new small plant, it will die fast with disease.
The sky is foggy.
If they leave it for 2 years, any disease is gone. So then they plant on it.
It's annoying.
See, people are dumping their rubbish up here too. Look at that. Very sad. Of a rebellion we had. We've had many rebellions in this country. Probably some of you know a little bit about our history. Some people don't know so much about it, but we had. Things in the past were not always good. And there was a big rebellion here in 1798. And the rebellion was a failure. It lasted about 3 months. And thousands of rebels escaped into these mountains. So the authorities in Dublin Castle, who had military control of the country, they decided to build a road through the mountains and to put military barracks up here, put soldiers here, and to capture these rebels. So barracks along here. And as the road was being built, and as the soldiers started to come up here, they captured the rebels. They captured thousands of them. And normally they would have been eliminated at the end of a rope. It was the only fuel they had. Some people still take it out of here. It's legal. 18% of Ireland is like this, bogland. But most of the peat that we harvest today is done officially by the government. And it's called peat moss. And it's good for gardening. The old way was cut it out in lumps and dry it in Dublin.
Yeah.
A lot of people died at that time.
Yeah.
1943, I think it was.
Yeah.
And Dublin, Ireland was neutral, but a lot of Irish soldiers were in the British Army, Navy and Air Force.
Yeah.
But as a result of that, the Irish Army had guns all around the coast, and if they saw a German plane around, they shot.
আর কাঁপানো শীত বাইরে Oh my god. ব্রেভহার্টের কিছু অংশ এখানে হয়েছে ব্রেভহার্ট কিং আর্থার আলেকজান্ডার pine gas, everything. পুরি ঠান্ডা
There. And all of the battle scenes without horses were created there, just down in that valley on the right hand side. Unfortunately, we're going to lose visibility shortly.
1995
1994.
1994
Yeah.
যে অস্ট্রেলিয়ান অ্যাক্টর মেল গিবসন নয় আমেরিকান হলিউড
Mel Gibson is a
অরিজিন ইন
New
অস্ট্রেলিয়ান
York born, but he's Australian, lives in Australia. And he acted in the movie, he directed the movie, and he produced the movie. And because he did it in Ireland, he became a very wealthy man. Because he didn't pay any taxes when he did it in Ireland. Now that's why he did it in Ireland. It was
এখানেই
financial.
ব্যাটল হয়েছিল
Pardon? I better be very careful what I say. This guy with a recorder on. And he picked out all the areas of Scotland where he thought William Wallace had lived and all the battles. And then he went to the British government and he told them what his plans were, and he told them he would like a concession on tax. And they said, we're sorry, there's no concession on tax in the British Isles, or at least not in the UK. And Mel Gibson said, well, if I go to Ireland, I don't pay taxes. And they more or less told him, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. And he came to Ireland and he made 90% of the movie here, and he made 10% of it in Scotland. Now, in this country for the last 30 years, if you are an artist of any shape or form, if you paint pictures for a living, if you're a musician for a living, if you write books, if you make movies, anything that's artistic, if you live in the country for 150 nights of the year, then you don't pay taxes on whatever it is you create. And Mel Gibson knew that. So the hills of Scotland, the Highlands of Scotland, are the same as the hills in Wicklow. We were all joined up 8,000 years ago, before that only 10% of the movie was made in Scotland and the rest was made in Ireland. So one of the girls on my bus said, I asked the guide in Scotland, why was that? And the guide in Scotland said, we could not find enough extras, male extras in Scotland who would wear English uniforms in the battle scenes. They refused to wear English uniforms in battle scenes. And of course, when I heard that, I started to smile. And I said, is that funny? Did I say something funny? I said, no, But I said, a Scotsman will do anything for a dime. As they used in Braveheart in Ireland, we're all members of the Irish Army, because we have an army that doesn't get involved in conflict. We do peacekeeping duties. But we've 4,000 or 5,000 men around. We have a reserve army. And if there's a lot of young men required, the Irish Army moves in and puts them into it. Gives them exercise for a few days. So all of the extras you saw in Braveheart were either reserve Irish Army or the Irish Army. The same happened if anybody saw the movie Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Anybody see that? That was another Irish movie. That was made down in Wexford. And all of the American soldiers in that, the guys lying around in the water pumping blood, they were all Irish soldiers wearing American uniforms. This is how the movies are made. You wouldn't want to think too much about it, who's acting in it or where it's being done. So we get a lot of movies on this country because of that. You're not going to play this on... A man called the Honourable Garach Brown. His mother was Lady Una Guinness. He's a direct descendant from Arthur Guinness. He's also founder of the Irish folk group called the Chieftains. Chieftains were founded about 39, 40 years ago by that guy living down there. We're going to stop shortly when we get up to the other side.
সব উইকলো মাউন্টেন ডাবলিন সিটিতে যত ইলেকট্রিক সাপ্লাই সব উইকলো মাউন্টেন থেকে এখান থেকে This is Glendalough tree, short name of Christmas tree. Small bus because you have to arrive the whole of mountain, lots of valley. That's why it is.
Some stuff like that in the ground,
Yeah.
in the hole in the ground.
And then you wait for the
Yeah.
fox to
Yes,
come.
yes, yes. Yeah. You can shoot.
Now that's the Glen MacNass waterfall. It's a cascading waterfall. And that waterfall looks best after heavy rain, very heavy rain. The water shoots out from the top and the spray comes right over here on top of us.
Ma, sorry. This is Bengali language, just different. German, Bengali.
No, I didn't know that.
Take your picture, yes sir. Down in Mollymoss,
Crayfish, don't they, Rex?
Oh, there you are. How about you guys, huh?
The one wall Christmas tree. And as well as pine tree there. মা জীবনে এত কম বয়সে এত দেশ দেখছি, এত সৌন্দর্য পৃথিবীর। আল্লাহ তার আল্লাহর কাছে অশেষ অল্প বয়সে কত প্লেনে চড়েছি, কত এয়ারলাইন্সে, কত সৌন্দর্য পৃথিবীর, ইউরোপের। আল্লাহর কাছে অশেষ অশেষ কৃতজ্ঞ। গাছে কোনো পাতা নাই ঠান্ডায়। ছোট্ট একটা গ্রাম উইকলো। পাহাড়ের ভিতরে বাড়ি, চতুর্দিকে পাহাড়, কেন মানুষ থাকে? সুন্দর বাড়ি। গাছ ভিতরে প্রচুর বাড়ি, ছোট্ট গ্রাম।
The equivalent of one of the Wicklow walks. So that's the way they had of getting people to come here. But the whole purpose of coming here was every visit we made to the monastery meant a gift. And the gift was life. And I was a school, I went to school, what we not doing we see. And now we're ready to pass over this. The Roman Empire had collapsed in the 3rd or 4th century. The church that they had established was collapsed. This country had become Christian courtesy of St. Patrick, and they said we will.
তুষার পর আরম্ভ করছে আবার। The monastery established in 1568. Same that the University of Dublin, another one, 1537.
But 5 years after that, when I came, the Irish Tourist Board represents make it easier for tourists to come in around here. So they took up all the headstones from the graves. They put a concrete base underneath, put the gravel down, and then they laid the headstones back on the graves that they belong to. And all of those headstones over there.
ভেড়া দেখা যায় এখানে। বেড়া এখন থেকে 4 দিন পূর্বে এখানে একজন মানুষ মিসিং হয়েছে, খুঁজতেছে পুলিশ ডগ দিয়ে। হারানো গেছে এই লেকের ভিতরে। তুষার পড়ছিল তখন, স্নো। পাহাড়ের পাশে ছোট্ট ছোট্ট ঘর, কেন মানুষ থাকে? লোক হোটেল বেড়া দেখা যাচ্ছে একটু একটু করে দূর দেখা যাচ্ছে মেল গিবসন ব্রেভহার্ট এখানে কিছু সিনারি আছে ব্রেভহার্টে কিং আর্থার সেম
He's what would you do? He shoot you. Can you know he's shooting?
Okay? Irish policeman looking for a dead body there. Somebody missing 3 days before or 4 days before. -2 now. সমস্ত বডি আর ফ্রিজ হয়ে গেছে সমস্ত বডি মাথা হাত সব ফ্রোজেন তুষার আসতেছে স্নো আসতেছে দূর থেকে দেখা যাচ্ছে তাড়াতাড়ি গাড়িতে উঠতে হবে ডাবলিনের উইকলো মাউন্টেন এটা ডাবলিন এরকম 12 মাস এরকম থাকে স্কাই 12 মাস 13 গতি সেম লাশ খুঁজতেছে
Didn't you see that on the source from the river Liffey? There was lying 2 washing machines.
কাঠের রাস্তা
Outside, at the source.
That takes effort. To drag a washing machine off the side of the road.
The town you have been catched by such a thing, you pay a lot of money. I watch him with the binocular and see what he's doing. If he's doing this,
কুকুর নিয়ে খুঁজতেছে লাশ মা গো ওই যে কুকুর ভেড়া
It's in the side. Hey, do you remember the old castle and that? It was built right there, that bridge, that castle, wooden castle.
I've seen.
রেকর্ডিং হচ্ছে রেকর্ডিং হচ্ছে
এখন অফ করে দিলাম হ্যাঁ
Hi, how are you? Hey, how you done? How are you, my friend? Okay, no problem. Bye bye, bye. এখন